Hey y'all, welcome back to Chatting with Coach Amy. Today I have Jessica and I'm so excited she's here.
So excited to be here.
How are you?
I am good. Good.
You're looking so cute.
Thank you. I'm having to sit outside today because I have a Southern too, and he will drive us both crazy on a call.
Yes. What's yours? So she has a Southern. I have my golden doodle. So do you have a golden doodle? Yeah.
Yes, his name is
Boy
Teddy.
or girl?
Boy.
And what's his name? I'm sorry.
Teddy.
Teddy? That's so cute.
Yes.
I love that.
He's a lot.
I understand. So today is my little Knox's birthday. So thank you for changing your time. Bless it. It's always something with me. I know. I'm sorry. I thank y'all for being so nice to me. So are you home from work?
I am. I'm off today. So I work part-time at an eye doctor. So I just help sell glasses because it's fun. So I only work usually like 2 to 3 days a week. So
that's perfect for you.
I'm off.
Okay. So you did winter buds, right?
Yes. I started in October.
Oh, so you did year end. Did you do year end buds or fall buds?
Year end buds. It was like October 22nd, I think. So we went through right at Christmas.
That's right. Okay, cool. So I'll never forget seeing you the first time on Zoom. And I was like, we gonna be friends, me and that one. We are. We gonna be friends. And I don't know if it was the first or second live, you just spoke up and you opened your mouth and I was like, you were so cool. And you were probably like, thanks.
I mean, if you remember the first time I ever messaged you, I was like, listen, we are going to be friends. I've been stalking you long enough to know we are going to be friends.
Right. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been making it a point that clients that are coming to the conference, I'm putting them on the podcast. I don't know if you've noticed that. I'm a little sneaky that way. So I've been working through that. So I'm very, very excited that you are coming to Nashville because I cannot wait to hug your neck. It's going to be, I think I might not even wear makeup the whole time because I think I might just cry my eyeballs out. It's going to be so great. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, sister friend, tell us a little about yourself.
So I am married to my high school sweetheart. We have been together since we were 14 years old. He's 15, he's old. But we've known each other since we were 7 years old. So God designed him for me. Like he is the perfect person for me. We have one 15-year-old son, teenagers, gotta love them, who we homeschool. So he's not your average teenager, which is a blessing. Thank God. And then we raised my, now 23-year-old nephew. My brother passed away unexpectedly when he was 13. So he lived with us since he was 13. So he's like my second child. So, and then that's my family. I work part-time at an eye doctor, 3 days a week, only because I like to sell people glasses and I like to buy glasses. I have like 20.
Do you like mine?
Pairs,
these are different ones.
I do like yours.
You like these? I found them in my drawer and I didn't know where they were. They're my ginormous ones and I love them so much. And I thought you would like them, so I put them on.
I do.
Thank you. Okay, so what does your husband do?
My husband owns his own business, so he's a very busy man. He pastors a church, and he owns his own welding and fabrication business.
Very cool.
Yes.
So we have a lot in common. Wes and I are definitely high school sweethearts. We've known each other since kindergarten. So yeah, similar. And Wes has preached before. He is not actively doing that, and he has never had a church. No, we're not doing that. But
it's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're good.
I always tell him I'm not really cut out to be the preacher's wife. Like I have pink hair. Like
oh, you're the best.
It's
totally cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we're breaking molds over here.
We're breaking molds.
Yeah, we are. Well, that's so sweet. And we have I don't know if you adopted your son, but caring for another person's child. We're similar there too. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So, how did you find out about THM?
So it's kind of strange. One of the a guy that comes to our church. He visits randomly and he like plays the guitar and sings and he's amazing. His daughter somehow became my Facebook friend.
Oh,
And
okay.
she was posting about THM and she's like, if you want to know more, and I'm like, oh, great. She's going to sell me something.
Yeah, MLM.
And yeah. And I was like, but she's like, I promise it's nothing to sell. And so she literally messaged me like a cheat sheet that was like, E's are this and S is this. And so at the time I had just started staying home. I had worked a very important job. I used to be a human resources manager and all these things. And it was so stressful. And I did it for 15 years and I needed out. And so my husband was like, stay home, homeschool our kid, got to work it out. It'll be fine. Just do it.
Yeah.
And so we had like no money.
Right. Understand. Been there.
So I went to the library and got the book and I read the book and that was 2018.
Okay.
And I dabbled and I really connected with you because I felt like I needed to make all the things and I needed to do all the things. And I would stress myself out and I would cook these meals and my taste buds hadn't adapted yet. So I was like,
you
I
just
spent a
mad
lot of
about
money
it.
that I didn't have. And this tasted like junk. Like, and my husband was like, I don't want to eat that again. And so it didn't work. It did make me feel better. I lost some weight. It was going in the right direction, but I couldn't sustain it. Yeah. So then I was like, let's try keto. Let's try Weight Watchers. Let's try all the things. Grabbing
at straws. Yeah.
All my friends are doing because I was overweight. I knew I needed to make a lifestyle change, but I did not do that. And so in 2022, yes, because we're in 2022, I started seeing things and I would watch a video here and there because I had stayed on the THM main page that whole time. So it would randomly kind of come up. And so I was like, that worked. I just have to make it work. And I would see some of your videos and I'm like, I could buy that at Walmart. I could make that. I could do that. So I started stalking you and then, which worked out great. And then we had planned a trip to Universal in the fall. So we came back. We were gone the last week. We went down during hurricane season and we came back and I'd already bought all the things that I needed, like some sugars and a couple just basic. I bought the like basic bundle starter kit or whatever it's called. Yep. And I told my husband, I was like, when we get back from vacation, which was October 4th, I am going to do this. And my husband is the most supportive person in the world. Like I love the man dearly. Like it makes me tear up to think about like how awesome he is. Yes. He was like, okay, what do you need from me? Like, how can I support you? And I was like, I just need you to like eat what I put in front of you, like eat whatever it is. And he's like, okay. My husband and son are not on THM at all. Like my son, because he's 15, calls it my keto halal craziness, his exact words. And he's like, oh, mom's eating halal. I'm like, no. He'll try it if only my husband takes the first bite. That's the rule in our house. Like dad has to eat a bite first. If it doesn't kill dad, I'll try a bite. That's his rule. But usually I just make my own food. So that's kind of how we work it. Like they will try to they're supportive and they do their thing, but that's how we work it in my house. Like
that's great.
I will eat whatever I can eat and then finish the rest of it for you guys.
That's right. That's right. Are they still going to ride with you to the conference?
Yes.
Are they? Okay.
Yes.
I get to meet them.
They're very excited.
Great.
One more so than the other.
I love it. That's so funny. They'll have fun in Nashville though. It's so fun. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Okay. So that was in 2018. You said when you found THM and then you started stalking me. That's so funny. It's weird. It's really weird for me, that whole thing, to hear people say that. And like specifically when I do prospect calls, for one-on-one, and I'm like, hey, and they're like just staring at me like this. I'm like, hey, you all right? Happens all the time. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm talking to a celebrity. I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to burst that bubble real quick because I am just old Amy Gaskin from Pike County, Mississippi. It's no big deal, but you're so sweet, and go on. The next thing that's hilarious with that is at the grocery store. And I'm just, getting my things and somebody will go, are you going to do a grocery haul in the parking lot? And I'm like, not today, but maybe next time. It's so funny. It's so funny. That's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you for bringing that up. It just cracks me up whenever people say that. So what made you join Buds?
So you made it look like something that I could do. And I knew that I needed something that was going to help hold me accountable, like so that I wouldn't give up on myself, because I'm like you. So I had been and we had talked about this a little bit before. So September 2021, I got really, really sick. I almost died. Like I spent 8 days in the hospital, 2 months at home on IV therapy. My doctor was like, I've never seen someone in my office so close to death as you were
And
that
what
day.
was wrong? What was
I had
it?
cellulitis in my leg and it
Gotcha.
became septic and it shut my kidneys down. But
Oh,
the
no.
problem now that I'm healthier and I look back, I was so sick in my body
Oh,
that
yeah.
I didn't even recognize that my body was literally poisoning itself from this infection because I felt like that all the time.
Oh,
So
my
I
golly.
felt tired, I felt sick, I felt lethargic, I felt like, oh, my blood sugars tanked, but I felt like that all the time. So I didn't recognize any warning signs until
Jessica.
it showed up on my leg. And within 2 days, I was hospitalized with 16 IV antibiotics. And I spent 8 days in the hospital. My kidneys were fully shut down. My
Mhm.
resting heart rate at that moment was 140 beats a minute at a
Oh,
resting heart
my
rate.
word.
Yeah, I was very, very sick.
Yes,
And so
ma'am.
then I knew I had to make a lifestyle change. But
Right.
again, that's 2021. So I'm going to try keto. I'm going to try the things. I'm going to do, Weight Watchers because I want to eat real food. I want Doritos. I want, and I tell people this all the time. I'm like, because my sister loves to say, she can't do this. She's not eating real food, and I'm like, but I am like,
Yeah.
so but I wanted to be able to grab a package and
Yeah.
it's not that easy. Like I have to be willing to put some work into it
Yeah.
if I'm going to get anything out of it.
Yeah,
And
you
I
can
wasn't,
drive through Sue THM for sure.
yeah.
But
And all the messes and all the dishes and I wasn't going to go
Mhm.
back there. And so that's how I found you because
Mhm.
it's as close to getting it out of a package, if you will, for
True.
me as anything else. Like I can keep it simple. I don't have to make it hard. And so
Yeah.
that's like for the first time ever in my life, I'm tearing up a little bit. I can see myself getting to the goal that I have had for myself for
You are headed
25
there.
years.
You're totally headed there.
Yeah, like I
100%.
can see myself, like I've never successfully said, oh yeah, like before it was a diet, I'm going to lose 30 pounds. And then miraculously, for some reason, I'm going to eat Doritos again, but I'm going to be skinny. Like
No, it's not gonna work that way. Mm-mm.
it's not going to work that way.
Mm-mm.
So this is the first time ever that I'm like, I could do this for the rest of my life. Like
Amen.
it's truly a lifestyle for me. And that's amazing.
The whole point of THM. That is it right there.
Yeah.
What you just said, that is it. And just speaking of that prospect one-on-one, I had one today. She said she knew nothing about me. She's interviewing, if you will, other coaches today and tomorrow, and I think Thursday. I can't remember. Anyway, I was like, she goes, but you're so little. Like, how can you help me? And I was like, well, I haven't lost 100 pounds, but I lost my 30 about 4 months in, and I've kept it off for 6 years. She went, what? And she said, you've done this? I'm like, you don't know anything about me, do you? So then I just decided I was just going to introduce myself to her. And I sent her videos for my 5-year and 6-year anniversary and all the links. I was like, you need to follow me, even if you never do. I think I could encourage you. If you don't choose me, that's fine. But please follow all my free stuff because it's like a ministry for me. And, I love when followers turn into clients, of course. I mean, I can't do this for free my whole life. I have to be paid at some point. But, that it's a huge ministry for me to help people see that you can do this simply. You can do it without paying for a coach, for sure. But you can expedite the process a little bit for that, especially the accountability. I think that's huge. So let's talk about some, Amy C and her systems and atomic habits. We've been talking about systems and all that fun stuff. So what are some things that you think you've put in place that has helped you the most? Being more on plan and more focused this time?
So one of the things that I do, like my immediate family knows, like I have to fuel every 4 hours. So don't get me somewhere and get me where I'm not going to be able to fuel. I now make it like I walk out of the house every day and I say, do I have a snack in my purse? Like, do I have some collagen? I keep collagen in my purse 24/7. But do I have a think bar or some nuts or like something that if I get stuck somewhere, I can fuel? Do I have, did I grab my water before I walked out of the house every day? Like I have certain things that I do. And every morning now I think about my day. What is my day going to consist of? And do I have the things that I need to accomplish this day? Like I need I'm going to be gone. Like my mother is battling stage 4 melanoma. So I'm going to spend the whole day at the hospital. I'm going to pack a darn bag full of all kinds of things.
That's right.
And, I'm going to eat whatever's in that bag, which is something that Coach Amy has taught me. Like, I can be a big girl and I can eat food I don't want. Because I need to fuel my body. It's just food. It's not pleasure. Just eat the darn food. So I do that. That's a system. Every night before I go to bed, I check Mighty Networks. I make sure that my ADAP is up to date. I upload my accountability posts. I check other people's accountability posts. And I take all my new vitamins that I'm taking to get myself healthy. And I'm like, I feel like such a little lady.
I am not a product pusher. I am not a product pusher, but this one would be really good for some of y'all. I can't help it.
Well, I was like, I feel like a little old lady because I got I've never taken a vitamin a day in my life. I've never taken medicine in general, but I never take a vitamin. And I'm like, my husband's like, what are you doing over there? I'm like, I gotta get on
it's fine. It's Amy just said it's fine.
Yeah. I'm like, and every week he's like, a new little package shows up. I'm like, listen, this is for my hormones, this is for my this is for my this is for my adrenal. Like, I didn't know what adrenal was.
I am a happy Jessica.
Yeah. So I didn't even know what an adrenal was 6 months ago, but apparently mine needs some work. Yeah. So
a lot of people
do. Those kinds of things, and just making sure that I have a plan. Like every time I go to the grocery store, I grab a bag of mini cucumbers. Like it's just a thing. I just grab a bag of mini cucumbers.
That's my girl. Mm-hmm. Yes, I love it. What's your favorite grocery store?
See, I am unfortunate. I'm fortunate. I'm sorry. I live in the fastest growing county in the United States, one of the fastest, top 5. And I have every grocery store you can imagine.
I hate your guts.
I know. My favorite is the Walmart because it's right next to my house. So literally I could walk there. It's a quarter of a mile. But within a 2-mile radius, I have a Lidl, an Aldi, a Kroger, a Publix, a Walmart, a Whole Foods, and I think maybe a Fresh Market.
Fine.
So if it's out there, I can find it.
So I'm going to put you in charge of making the list where people can buy all the different things.
I mean,
I literally
that's now my fun on a Friday night. We will go to Whole Foods and I'll walk around and read labels while my husband's behind me watching deer hunting on his phone. That's how our Friday nights go.
Oh my word. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I love it. See, Wes would just stay in the car. He probably wouldn't even follow me around at this point.
He's going to tote the buggy. I'm not toting the stuff.
I love it. I have been doing this wrong my whole life. Thanks for teaching me. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So when you go to work, what do you do? Like fuel?
So I eat before I leave for work in the morning, and I have a hard day because I am on the floor with customers all day. So this has been very much a struggle because I don't do anything medically. You don't trust me with medical things. I will double puff your eye and all the things. So they only let me sell the glasses. So
I bet you do great. Please tell me you make commission because you have to.
I don't. Everybody asks me if I work on commission though. So it's kind of funny, I don't. So I eat before I leave, and then we have set lunches. So I will be leaving within 4 hours. So my lunch is usually 4.5, and I have just determined that is my life. I
agree.
Used to, the old me would have been like, let's go to McDonald's because you've only got an hour and you deserve a break. But the new me comes home and makes myself some type of healthy lunch. And when I come home for that lunch, I decide what my afternoon snack is going to be. I pack it up and I take it back to work with me. And usually I take a collagen vitamin water or a collagen coffee. And that is my afternoon snack. And then I throw an E or an S in there, but I know from experience, 95% of the time, I'm not going to get to eat that. It's going to get busy.
Yeah.
So I have convinced myself, if you get this fuel in and just drink this water with collagen in the bottom or vitamin water with collagen in the bottom. And that's what I do. And then when I get home, we figure out dinner. We eat out a lot. So it works for me.
Yes,
we eat out a lot because by the time I get home, it's usually 6:30 and everybody in my house is getting the hangries. And I'm like,
you got all the places to choose from. It sounds like
I do. So we eat out more than the average person, but we eat out a lot of meals at dinner time.
Tell me your top 3 places and what you order there.
I love chicken salad chick. And I get plain chicken salad with spinach salad.
Okay.
And then it has some apples.
Which one?
So it's a little S helper.
Which one is it? What kind?
I get the plain, which is just it's called Classic Carol because they all have cute names. And I get it on a bed of spinach salad. So it's spinach and a little bit of apples and some feta cheese. So
Gotcha.
that's my number one when we eat out. We eat Mexican, so obviously fajitas. And now I bring my own crossover chips.
You go, girl.
Because I'm not afraid to do that.
Me either.
And then like they love to eat Red Robin.
Okay.
And so I'll get a bunless burger with a bottomless broccoli, which is not near as much fun to say as bottomless fries. However, now I sometimes, if I really want it, I do mom tax. So I steal one fry.
Gotcha.
And I have the one fry, but I don't even really want it most days. Like, and sometimes I eat it and I'll even take a bite and I'll put it back.
Yes.
We used to have a thing in my house. We had first fry. Like whoever got the first fry, because they're fresh and warm out of the bag.
Right.
My son and I would like fight for first fry, and he's like, "That's no fun anymore. I don't want to eat first broccoli." It's like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
But
so
those are
Robin
probably our top 3.
Interesting. We don't have one of those either.
Yeah,
we're so backwards.
We also eat Taco Mac. We'll eat like wings, and they do them baked at Taco Mac. So
I've never even heard of that. Bless my heart.
It's a little like sports bar.
Okay,
that's way to describe it.
I mean, that's where a lot of wings are. Yep. Yeah. Cool. That's so awesome. Do you have a sweet tooth?
I used to have a sweet tooth. I've never been a huge chocolater. I would always prefer sour over sweet.
Okay.
But I used to be a candy-aholic. As a fellow Friends lover, Monica said, like, I'm going to be the aunt that always has gum. I was known as the aunt that always had candy. Like, I always had candy in my purse for the kids. And so now they're like, I don't know how I feel about this, but they're all grown, so they don't care anymore. But that was a hard one for me to not have candy, to kind of just out of habit. But I don't have a sweet tooth, but when I do, I'll make like a muffin in a mug. If I do want something sweet, or like a little piece of Lily's chocolate, and I can get by with just one little square, and that's all I need.
Do you chew this gum, the pure?
I do. Have you seen the new flavor?
Probably not. If it
chocolate mint. No, it tastes like a junior mint. It's amazing.
Oh, I'll have to try it. I haven't seen it.
That's the only flavor my store had this week.
Well, I get mine at Marshall's. That's the only place.
That's where I get mine.
Okay. I'll check it out, sister. I sure will. Yeah, it stays right here at my desk. I chew a lot of gum.
Yeah, me too.
Have you ever made any of the THM candies, like the gummy worms out of THF or anything? I ain't got the patience for that. I don't.
Me either. Like, I see all the ingredients and I'm like, I'm going to do that. And then I'm like, you're lying to yourself right now. Like, that's not happening.
I want to tell you though, speaking of THF, I just wrote the menu for next week for group coaching and one-on-one and all that. And it's out of THF. And I'm like, I need to shake things up a little bit. So I think I've made this before, but I forgot about it. This the raspberry coconut smoothie. You can make it FP or S. So you probably make it E. I mean, you know me, we can make anything, right? But it was incredible. I didn't have raspberries. So I did strawberries, and it used coconut extract and my kefir. Oh my stars. It was incredible. So I was talking to Darlene. It was our weekly call to check in and decide all the things. She's my admin and all. And I was sitting there drinking. I was like, this is so good. I probably said that 20 times. And she was like, I know.
I heard you.
Oh my gosh, it was delicious. It's getting, it's supposed to be getting warmer. It keeps getting cold here randomly. But, I like a shake when the weather warms up. And I think that's going to be my staple. I'm going to memorize that one. It was so good.
I bought myself a Ninja Creamy, but I'm not brave enough to use it yet.
Oh. I have what do I have? I don't even know what I have. I have an ice cream maker, but it's not Ninja.
I had the Cuisinart. I got at the Goodwill for like $14 one day, but I never used it. But so I'm like, use this one, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Good luck. Let us know. I bet that shake would be good, made into like a frozen yogurt or something. My gosh, I might try that when I get home from the beach next week.
Oh yeah, that's good. You're going to the beach.
I am. Leaving Thursday. And next week I don't have one-on-one calls. I'm taking a little break. And all my one-on-ones there, I was like, no calls. And they're like, I'm so glad you're doing that. I was like, oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. Because I just don't want people to be aggravated, but they're all proud of me. I love it. Yeah, very good. Okay, so what are some major things that you have changed as far as eating goes, would you say? I know candy, and that kind of thing. Anything else like dramatic that you feel?
I would say everything.
Yeah.
I was never a breakfast girl.
Yep.
I would go all day and never eat or drink anything. It would be 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
How
And
in
I
the
was like,
world?
I was never hungry because my metabolism was so shot that
Oh,
like I could go all day and like maybe I'd get up in the morning and I'd grab a protein bar or something and I would eat that for breakfast. And then I would not eat till I got home from work at 6 o'clock. And I did not, I ate because I was like, oh, it's dinner, not because I was hungry. So I would say everything. I eat breakfast. I eat every 3 to 4 hours.
so were you mad when I
I've
told you
never,
you needed to do that?
I'm sorry.
Were you mad when I told y'all you needed to fuel within an hour of
I
waking
mean,
up? Did it make
I
you
kind of
mad?
knew, so it
Okay.
wasn't too terribly bad. I mean, I
Well,
knew I
girl,
shouldn't
half
be
of
eating
them's
once
looking
every
at me
15
like,
hours.
what? What did you say?
But I think for me, like I've always been a vegetable eater. I love vegetables. I'd pick vegetables over meat. Making sure I get enough protein, that's been new.
Mhm,
I'm not really a protein person.
mhm.
I struggle to make sure that I get protein. It making my own kefir, that feels like a whole
Big
nother
win.
level of me. So that's definitely like I'm sitting in the kitchen and I'm like making it up, and my family's like, "What are you doing? That's gonna kill you." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's gonna make me healthy." And they're like, So the jury's still out on that one, but I do. Making my own. Like I never thought I would be that person.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Making sure there's green on all my plates, like making
Mhm.
sure that
Make it a
I
pretty
did I
plate.
eat enough protein? Did I eat it? Like all of it is different. Like I crave oatmeal. Like
Wow.
that day would like I used to be like, "Oh god, I gotta eat a salad." Now I'm like, "Oh, I could have a salad with this on it or a salad with that on it."
Yep.
Like I don't mind. I could eat a salad every day, and I've never been that person before.
I love that. That's so exciting. Oh, okay. So tell us your non-scale victory progress.
So non-scale victory, I kind of like I can sit Indian style and I don't feel like I'm gonna die.
That's awesome.
My favorite one, and I literally wrote this down because it was like I keep a track of this, like it's something that I keep written down. I have dropped my cholesterol 46 points.
Oh my goodness.
My triglycerides are 152 points lower than they were this time last year. 152.
Wow.
Like my LDL is down, my
Yeah.
HDL is a little up, but that's normal. And then my HDL is down. Like all of my blood work numbers are down.
You have just extended your life by years.
My
Years.
resting heart
Decades.
rate, which is used to be when I was sick, my
Yep.
watch would go off consistently saying, your resting heart rate is too high. Your resting heart rate is too high. And what my resting heart rate now will alert me, and it would make me nervous. And it's like, your resting heart rate is lower, 10 points lower this week than it was last week. Like
Wow.
it's going down.
Yeah.
And so those kinds of things are like my major non-skill victories.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Man.
So
That's good. That's some good stuff.
that's definitely good stuff. Even if my doctor didn't appreciate as much as I wanted him to.
Well, it's fine. They can't help it sometimes. We're just gonna let it go. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
That's incredible. So let's talk about your scale victories.
So I have lost 32 pounds and 14
Mhm.
and a half inches. So I have gone from
Mm,
my lying to myself COVID thing where I would like, it's made small, so I need the bigger size, and it's
yeah.
stretchy and it doesn't button, but I'm just going to put it on anyway. I was probably inching toward a 2X.
Mhm.
The Easter dress that I bought this year was a large.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my
So that
goodness.
was very exciting.
You have completely changed. You have completely changed. And look at all these. That's some good consequences right there.
Yeah.
So good.
If that means I don't get a gummy bear, I'm
It's
not sad.
okay. No, that's right. Oh my
But the
goodness.
thing that I tell myself too, and why it is sustainable, is if I really wanted it and I could have it, like
Mm,
it's there and
mm,
it would not derail me at this point,
right.
but I don't want it. Like if I wanted to go out and have a celebratory dinner, it's not that I can't eat that food, it's that I choose not to eat that food.
You're in
But if I
control of
want to
it.
make a conscious choice,
Yep.
3 hours later, I can eat the right food again and it's
That's
okay.
right. That's right. I agree. That's some food freedom. Like your mind is healed and your heart's healed about how you view things. That is huge. That's so good. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's talk about exercise.
This is not so great for me. I am not an athlete. I played sports one time because my cousin told me I was too girly to play, and I begged to sit on the bench and make hair bows for the other girls. Like I am not, I am not that girl. So I'm not athletic in any way, shape, or form. I don't do outside. I am a princess.
Yeah. Okay.
So exercise has never been something that was important to my family. No, I've never seen anybody in my family exercise. Like so it was very foreign concept. But we joined a gym. My husband is one of those people that like, he can give up Coke and drop 10 pounds, and he can run 5 miles like it just today, and it would be totally okay. So he was like, I'll do whatever I can to support you. You want to go to the gym? Let's go to the gym. So we joined the gym, but he's always too busy. So every day on my day off, so some days that's 2 days, some days that's 3, I go and spend an hour at the gym. And I'm working on changing that up thanks to the podcast from the live from last week. I'm working on kind of changing, but I burn about 300 calories at the gym every time I go. And I don't dread it. I actually kind of am starting to look forward to it.
Good. That's awesome. I'm super proud of that too. All the prouds. I love that. Okay. I stopped you. No, you did. You went through. I was like, did we finish the conversation about the restaurants? But we did. I'm sorry. My bad. So is there anything that you wanted to share, just that you had noted that you like dying to share with everybody?
I want to say I have gained so much from Buds and Blooms and even the little mini one-on-one. I was like, I can't lose weight and I don't know what's wrong with me. And you're like, girlfriend, you're eating dairy every meal. And if you'd have asked me if I was eating dairy, I would have said no. It was just so small amounts that I didn't even recognize what I was doing subconsciously. And I for anyone who's considering Buds and Blooms, the amount of information, even I love to read. I read all the things. I need to know I like to know things and put it in my own little way. And I still gain so much. And then Amy C, she's my buddy who lives near me and I didn't even know it.
Really?
We meet up for lunch and she's so organized. And I was like, I need a binder. So I'll Marco Polo her and she's helping me make a binder to get more organized. And then I have, when I came into Blooms, I met Shanna, who my family knows, they recognize Coach Amy's voice. They recognize Amy's voice.
Well, Shanna definitely has a unique voice.
Yeah. So they'll say, my son will be like, can I talk to Shanna? Especially if he thinks I'm eating something that's off plan. He's like, I'm calling Shanna. I'm she's my accountability buddy. But having those support people, I know if I'm having a bad day, Shanna and I challenge each other. This month our goal is to not get on the scale. So only once a week we can get on the scale. So we challenge each other to do that. We Marco Polo all day long. How much water you got? I got 32 ounces. How much do you have? 16. Girl, you better drink some water. Those kinds of things, to have those people. And is but it's what you put in it, because there's a call every Sunday night. I think I've been doing this for almost 6 months. I've missed 2. I don't, my whole family knows, wherever we are, my husband, one night we were at church, he's like, are you gonna have to leave to go out to the car for the call? I'm like, if it's not over, I might. That's this is what I do on Sunday nights. I don't catch the Live in the Kitchen because usually I'm at work, but Fridays I watch it on replay, or the podcast on Monday I listen to on the treadmill on Wednesday. These are things that motivate me and make sure that I'm getting the most out of what I'm paying for.
Right.
And somebody said, you pay for that? And I said, yeah, because if it were free, I would let it sit there, but I'm paying for it. So I make sure that I get what I need and what I'm supposed to get out of it every week.
Right. Amen.
And I save so much money because yes, we eat out, but I come home for lunch every day. I don't spend money on, crazy. I don't spend money at Starbucks because, I can make my own coffee with collagen in it. They can't give me that. So I save money other places that it doesn't, it's all in how you decide where you want to spend your money.
Right. Yeah.
So
I feel Blooms, the price point on that, just me, and I've talked to other people when I was doing all that, and I feel like it's extremely affordable for what you guys get, just in my personal opinion.
I agree.
Thanks. And y'all have access to me, which is amazing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm right there for you guys for sure. So the live in the kitchen, I was talking to Wes about that the other day, and he was like, he came home like right when I got done, and he was like, did you make all of this during your live? I was like, I did. So this past week, I made like several multi-serve things, but the week before it was a bunch of single serve. And I was like, I need to make multi-serve because single serves are fun. I do what you guys vote on though. That's what I do. But you know, I was like, I need to be a little more mindful and make these multi-serves so we can eat on it longer. So we just finished, I think, the last serving of the last multi-serve from Thursday. Like it lasted all 7 of us all weekend. Today's Tuesday. That was just awesome. So I hope that you guys can appreciate that you can take an hour or two and knock out so many things, you know.
So, and that the live, like I don't watch it live, but what I do find fun, like when I'm in the kitchen, like I catch myself like, okay, if Coach Amy can make, 6 things in 2 hours, you can make 3. And I do like, I use it for inspiration more than actual, like, I'm going to make exactly what she made, but I use it for like, okay, while I'm doing this, what else could I be doing? Well, I could boil these eggs. So I have boiled eggs, or I could ground this, stir fry this meat, like whatever, so that I have some things prepped. I don't do an extreme amount of meal prep. I only do a little bit, but I do like to watch the live videos because you make it all seem doable. Like even if the recipe looks like it has 24 things in them, like you say, 15 of them are spices.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And I love like the trimmy bisque. I love to make those out of THT when it's cold. The fall and winter, of course, fall really more. I like a trimmy bisque in the fall. But anyway, they are very intimidating, but most of it's seasonings for reals, because you got to make them things taste good for sure. For sure. Okay, let's see. What advice do you have for somebody new coming into THM?
Don't make it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like freshies are your friend. I keep bags. I make 2 or 3 bags of freshies. Like I don't meal prep. Because one week I meal prepped and then I went on the insulin resistance and I only got 5 E's and I had all kinds of E's coming. I was like, look at all these things I don't get to have. So I had to freeze them all. So I don't meal prep. Like I will make a bag of freshies. Like I meal plan. I the day before go, these are the things I'm going to eat tomorrow. Do I have them in my fridge?
Right.
But because my whole family's not on THM, I would have to eat that meal for so many servings that I don't do it that way. But I think ahead. Like
stuff.
I do some single serving stuff, but usually I eat real food. Like I will grill up some chicken, grill up some, ground beef or whatever. And I'll just say, okay, I'm going to take lettuce and put this grilled chicken with it. And just like, I keep it very, very simple because I can do that. I don't have to overthink it. But I do try to make sure that I keep like bags of freshies. And so collagen coffee is your friend. And don't make it hard. Don't be afraid to reach out. There are so much support within the community. Like if you have a question, you just need like some encouragement. Like I feel like the general people care that you succeed. And, I haven't had any other coaches, but I do feel like you're in my head. Like if I'm thinking about, I'm like, Coach Amy would not want me to do this. Coach Amy would say, go eat. Coach Amy would say like, you can do hard things. Keep the promises to yourself, like all these kind of mantras that I repeat to myself and like are trying to build. It's all about habits, and the Atomic Habits has been helpful. Like I was with my mom today, she's getting chemotherapy and I'm sitting there like reading my Atomic Habits, like making notes, like all the things while I'm eating a think bar. It's been 4 hours and I'm like, okay, here we go.
Such a good trim healthy. I love it.
I'm like, let's do this. But just don't be afraid to start over. And I know everybody says that, but you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to make all the things. You just have to do better today than you did yesterday. Like if you'd have told me that I could be the girl that could hold your pizza and not want to eat it, I'd have said, not happening. Yeah. But I do. Like my husband's like, here, hold it. Like I could make you a cake right now.
Have you made the chicken crust pizza?
I know you made it and it's on my list, but I haven't. I do love to make your
Sister.
pizza skillet when I want like pizza.
Mhm.
So I'll make a pizza skillet like when they
Yep.
want to order pizza.
I've made it twice. I made it live in the kitchen, and then I made it in about 15, 20 minutes right before Bella's 18th birthday party. So like all the people were getting there. Jennifer was sitting, Coach JJ was sitting across from me on the counter, and I'm just talking to her. She was like, "You're really making this for right now." I'm like, "I really am. I am." Because they were having Little Caesars pizza, which I love some Little Caesars pizza. And on a bad day, I could cave to that. I could.
Yeah.
Not just the tops. I'm gonna be honest with you people, but I don't, because it's not going to help me out at all. My stomach will hurt and it'll blow up. That gluten, Lord have mercy, would not do good for me. So I chose for that birthday party to make the chicken crust pizza. So I'm just going, I get that sucker in the oven, and then you literally just mix it up with a spatula, plop it down on the thing, bake it, then you put your sauce and toppings and put it back in that. I mean, it takes no time, and it tastes so good. I mean, it's not a lot of times like canned chicken, because that's what I use. It's it's little canned chicken smell, but you can't taste. I mean, it is incredible. And Jennifer is pretty picky. She liked it. My mom ate it, and then I had it for leftovers, warmed up in the air fryer. Oh, so good. You need to make it. Okay, I challenge you.
I will make it. I'm going to add it to my Coach Amy binder. I have a Coach Amy binder. So I will add it to my Coach
Does
Amy
it have
binder.
my face on it?
No, but it does have the cute little Southern and healthy thing you made. Maybe I could put your face in the corner.
I love my logo. I really want to get my logo back here. Don't you think?
You should. Yeah.
I got to figure that out. But anyway, that's awesome. All right, sis. Anything else you want to talk to them about? I love talking to you. This is great.
I don't think so. I'm excited to see you in July. I'm excited to meet my buddy who lives so far away. But yeah, I'm very excited for July. And I think I said this to you before. I was so nervous to commit, and I don't know if you're full yet, but I was so nervous to commit because I was like, that means I got to stay on plan till I meet Coach Amy in July. That's like almost a whole year. And that'll be the longest that I've ever eaten healthy in my entire life. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. My husband's like, you can do it. You can do it. It'll be fun. You've got, you need to go meet her. You need to do this. Like, this is who you are. I was like, okay, all right.
I have 4 spots left right now. There's 4 spots. I cannot believe that, because I set it out. I wanted 40. That's what I wanted, to make it all work, be able to do all the things I wanted to do, and the VIP plus sold out immediately, and then it kind of just trickled, and now it's at 4 left. It's insane. I'm just so grateful, and it's humbling, extremely humbling. Yeah. It was a big risk, but I'm so glad I took it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. Yeah.
But no, that's
all
it.
Right. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. You want to tell them bye?
Bye.
Bye, y'all.